What up, guys? Kevin here. So I see this going around the last few days that breaking a Japanese investor and securities reseller has made a shocking claims regarding Sony, including SIE's games business on the verge of bankruptcy, having falsely inflating PS5 sales with produced and shipped units. SIE's change of president was due to the company in crisis. That was from The Born. Yeah, so I see a lot of people running with this. I'm like, okay, this must be some serious news. What do I think? Because that's why you're here. You want to know what I think about Sony going out of business. Yeah, it's real, all right. I think this is absolutely real. Maybe not to that extent, but yeah, there's things that I need Sony to do to show me that they are a healthy business, not just gaming business, but business overall. Their TVs don't sell. They don't. I'm the only one that buys their TVs. I think do they sell insurance? They may do insurance or something. I know they got like other businesses in Japan that might be doing well. I think their music part is doing all right. They got movies and stuff. I think that's going okay. But Sony is PlayStation. PlayStation is Sony. PlayStation doesn't do well. Look out. And I got to say, there's things I'm just not seeing from PlayStation that have me concerned. This isn't a concern troll. This is something I'm like, okay, where are the games? Where is this roadmap of games? Like, just come out and say, hey, we got games coming out 2024, because right now I got nothing. 2025, maybe Wolverine. But other than that, what are these other games? And we need to see these other games to make sure that they are good. They could show crap and would not be into it. They kind of did with Concord and Fair Games. So just seeing that or not seeing a roadmap of games is very telling. Their live service, whatever they're trying to do there, absolutely abysmal. They bought Bungie to do with Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is like down like 50%. And Bungie's going around canceling or delaying other games from Sony. So yeah, that's been a super positive acquisition there. But speaking of acquisitions, Sony, please buy something. Buy something. I want them to buy something. If you're the shepherd of gaming, I would say the big three, Microsoft, Nintendo, and PlayStation. You need to buy something. Not just because you have a lack of games, but look, every time you make a game, it's going to get nominated for Game of the Year. You need to buy something. I was looking at the top 10 games or top 20 games, best-selling games all year. Spider-Man 2, that's about it. Oh, yeah, MLB The Show. Okay, you got MLB The Show. That's it. Xbox has Diablo 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. They're about to have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And Starfield. 4 games for last place. Last place, Xbox, has 4 games, 4 best-selling games. Yeah, all those were from acquisitions, but they get it. They know how to do business. I think Microsoft knows how to do business more than Sony and PlayStation. So they figured it out. It's time to go, okay, if we're taking gaming seriously, you need to buy a publisher and be the shepherds of gaming that you should be. Not let all these studios just go run and do their own thing and rely on microtransactions and everything. It don't matter at the end of the day. You're still going to lay people off. But let's talk about the shipments. These, we're about 50 million PS5s sold. I hear it over and over again that is an absolute lie, that they're just flooding the market, especially since they said they're going to sell 25 million. And I've always said, like, you don't sell 25 million consoles over one game. That one game being Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is not a 25 million selling console game. It just isn't. That game came and went. And we're already at the stage where people are like, yeah, I like Miles Morales better. I like 2018 better. I'm not saying Spider-Man 2 is bad. I mean, it's bad for me, but just a general consensus I'm seeing from PlayStation fanboys and non-PlayStation fanboys was, it's all right. It's good. It's better in some parts, but other games do things better. That doesn't sell 25 million. And it is Black Friday weekend. I went to Best Buy twice. Both times I saw people, I think I saw maybe about 6 people buying or leaving with a Series X or Series S. I did not see anybody buy PS5. Nobody. Zero. And there were a ton of PS5s at Best Buy. There were so many PS5s at Best Buy. And I got to assume they were at Target and Walmart, everywhere else. And I just see like a little tiny display of Xboxes. Now, I'm not being Mr. Oh, Xbox is selling out. Xbox has issues selling their consoles. But I saw people buying Xboxes. I didn't see anybody buying a PS5. So, I would have to see actual proof of Sony not selling the PS5s, that those are shipped. But it's getting easier and easier for me to see as I go out and about the world and just see displays, just big displays of PS5s just sitting there collecting dust. But yeah. And then Jim Ryan going, he uses a travel like, oh, I got to travel to LA or then Tokyo or whatever. It's like, yeah, you've been doing that your whole life, haven't you? You've been doing that for quite a while. You would think he would want to stick through to the end of the generation. Like if he left at the end of the generation and helped ushered in the PS6, or he handed the baton off before the PS6 launch, I'd be like, okay, but like 5 years? Huh? Really? You're looking at Phil Spencer. You can contrast it to Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer's like, no, this is me. This is my project. Xbox is my project. It's my life passion. And he's going down with the ship, whereas Jim Ryan, I think the ship already sunk. I think there's a bunch of holes in the ship and the water is coming through and they're like, dude, get out. Here's your life jacket. Get the F out. We'll say you're retiring and we need somebody in quick. Because you'd think if he was retiring, they would have somebody in place for him. You'd think they would do that. But anyways, yeah, PlayStation. Again, I think they can just cruise. They can just coast this generation. I think the PS6 generation, they need to revert back to PS4 in terms of just banger after banger after banger. Because if by PS6 we're relying on God of War, the third God of War of the newer releases, Spider-Man 3, Ghost of Tsushima 3, that's where I'm like, yeah, you guys are going to go bankrupt. That's where you guys have issues. But anyways, that's just my thoughts on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I got to go. I'll talk to you later. Later.